Hey guys, it's Lee and Travis with Your Hockey Team Sucks, and this week we're doing the St. Louis Blues. Oh my goodness! Jeff Ponder from Let's Go Blues Radio is here. This is weird.
Hey guys.
Actually, why are you talking like that? Like what?
Nice.
Is that serious or? Huh? Is that serious or? Wow, that's a lot bigger in person. Travis, what's our first comment?
So this is from Drew.Blues, that the team can get superstar players and somehow find a way to mess it up and lose in the first or second round each time, even if you have Gretzky, Hull, and Pronger.
You know, you could say that about 30 to 31 teams in the NHL every single year because only one team gets the win. So that's kind of a tough argument, but let's go with the expert here. Jeff, what do you think?
Well, of those 30 teams that don't win, that's usually the Blues. I mean, what's always been the Blues. You know, and the Gretzky year, that was way past his prime, and we've seen players come through. But yeah, I mean, we've had so many good players come through here. Brett Hull was in his prime when he was here, but he's one of the few. So to either have the players that come in after their prime, like Gretzky, or players that get traded before their prime, like Pronger, Pavel Demitra, guys like that. But there's a future growing right now in St. Louis. I think they got a good core. We'll see where they can go from here. Hopefully it's a lot better than the last 52 years.
Look at that! Busch Stadium.
Anyway, this one's from Twig Heaven. Apparently, you can't find a cup anywhere in St. Louis.
Well, considering that we are standing outside the center of the 11-time World Series championship, hey, we're not fans of this team. You might be.
I am.
Actually, I think it's a pretty fair argument. Now, here's the deal. It is very hard to win the Stanley Cup, but they have never won one, so it is something that I think fans can definitely talk about as a problem. But the Blues have had a lot of sustained success in the history of their franchise, and that's not something we should ever ignore. They are totally up there with the Detroits and other teams in the world that have done that, but they've never won a cup. It's a very fair point.
They've been to the Stanley Cup final 3 times. Don't tell anyone they haven't won a game in the Stanley Cup final.
Is that true?
It's true.
Ouch.
It's true.
God.
Yeah. It hurts. Stings just a little bit.
Must be real blue being a Blues
Oh,
fan.
never heard that one before.
Yeah! I have no idea. Okay, we're in front of the Enterprise Arena.
Center.
Arena sounds way better.
No, well, yeah, but it's the center. Deal with it. Center, guys.
We're in front of the Enterprise Center.
Thank you.
With our next question.
Well, all right. So this one's off Facebook. Derek Cordva. Well, to start, we haven't had a proper goalie since before I was born. And we missed an opportunity to name the arena the Panera Bread Bowl. I don't get that one.
Well, Panera started in St. Louis.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's a joke. Very funny, Derek. Goalie question, that has always been the Blues question. I mean, they've never really been able to get that goalie.
You've had some historic goalies here, though. I mean,
well, we've had Grant Fuhr, we've had Martin Brodeur.
Sorry, New Jersey.
We've had plenty of great goalies. Curtis Joseph. But the problem is when we've had those great teams, we haven't had the goalie with it. The President's Trophy team, the team that in 2001 that went to the conference final. Roman Turek was the starting goalie.
So you're kind of the Philadelphia of the Western Conference.
Yeah, we'd go with that, Michael Layton.
We don't talk about him! Let's not use that. A St. Louis treat, toasted ravioli.
So this one's from Allison Ehrenberg, and it just says power play dance.
What's the power play about?
Really hot.
A little bit. Outplayed.
So the power play dance was actually originated by a young man who stood up in the middle of the game when there was a power play coming, and you know they do the what's the song? Woo! Yeah, that one. And he gets up and starts going like this. So the whole section follows suit the next power play, and within a couple games, the whole arena's doing it.
Wow, that's actually a cool story.
So you know, if you want to hate on it, That's fine, but you're hating on a little kid. Just keep
Probably-
that in mind.
You probably don't even know the origination of it. That's a word.
No, the origination. Let's go with that. I like
I'm gonna do
that.
that.
Not origin. It's a shorter
No,
word.
origination is.
He's an
that's-
author.
Yeah. Buy his books
true.
right now. It was the first time he came here, and I went down.
No, you have to wait for the question. Alright, so this one is from C Meteor, which is funny. 54. Again, just says the goal horn. New one.
What's the St. Louis Blues goal horn song?
Goal horn.
Yeah,
the
what's
goal music.
What's the song?
A bunch of people
The
mentioned
goal
the goal
horn
horn.
is fantastic. Are you kidding me?
How did you not know?
I think they mean the goal song.
Yeah,
Goal
they
song.
better.
What is the goal song here?
Well, the goal song is great too. The Blues go marching in.
Like the Saints
Like
go
the
marching
Saints
in.
go marching in, but you replace Saints with Blues. That's all it is.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's a staple in Blues hockey.
It's kind of like how the Whalers used to have the Brass Bonanza, which is an unbelievable song.
But better.
But better. You
better.
know why? Because the team's still here.
The team's still here, Hartford.
Okay, now we have to try this gooey butter cake.
Yes.
It's really good.
Are the credits going to roll while we're doing this?
Huh?
Are the credits rolling while we do this?
I don't know, man.
We don't have credits. There's nobody who's doing credits in this show.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
It's a tough butter cake, man.
So,
Not very gooey, am I right?
before we jump off, I want to thank Jeff Ponder for being part of this episode of the Blues Expert on the Let's Go Blues radio show, right?
Yes, Let's Go Blues Radio, the podcast. You can find us at letsgoblues.com/radio.
Let us know what team we should do next on Your Hockey Team Sucks.
Your hockey team sucks. All of your hockey teams suck. I don't care what your team is. They suck.
There are
Unless they're
30.
the Flyers.
There are 30 teams that suck. Let's go Blues.
All your hockey teams suck.